lay down and die, now go. Walk out the door. Spirits. Okay, that's enough. Hello. In this video, I am giving a general review on Circe by Madeline Miller. This is a retelling, or more like an adaptation, of the Greek myths surrounding the goddess Circe, who is the daughter of Helios, god of the sun, most mighty of titans. But Circe is strange. She has witchcraft, and this is not something that any of the other gods have. So this gift that she has can really have the potential to change the balance of power among the gods. So obviously she has to be banished to Aiaia, a deserted island. But a woman alone cannot live in peace for very long, and she is besieged by unwanted visitors who are just here to abuse her, really. But one day she's visited by a mortal called Odysseus, and everything changes. Now, I loved this book. It's just... I loved the language, I loved the imagery, just the storytelling, just everything about the way Miller writes makes me just need to pick up her other book. What's it called? Something about Achilles. Every event was told with the utmost simplicity, but was also beautiful in that simplicity, which I'm not quite sure how you do that, but she did it. Everything was told in this matter-of-fact way, which just lured you in. It lured you in. For example, Icarus shows up in this book. I assume everybody knows the story of Icarus. I know the story of Icarus. He showed up and I was like, oh hey, I know him. But Miller's writing just made me forget. It beguiled me into how beautifully his very, very tiny part in the story was written. And then when she revealed his inevitable outcome, I was sucker punched. Like, Circe's pain at the situations in her life that she finds herself in, and her resignation just drips through every line. She's not complaining, but you can feel it. You know it's there in the background. And at times, she allows herself to hope, and you don't quite realize because it's done so gradually. And then inevitably, something terrible happens, and you realize that you allowed yourself to hope as well. And then you just come crashing back down into this pain and misery. And then she just picks herself back up again. And that rising up through the difficulty of her situation is just so heartwarming to read. Because yes, she's badly affected by what happens, but doesn't define her. It doesn't control the way she lives the rest of her life. She controls that herself. The book is written in first person with quite limited dialogue, so we're really in Circe's head, quite separated from the mortals. And in my next video, I will be discussing how Circe could have only been told in first person, and how that narrative technique really helps you get inside the head of the gods. Throughout the whole novel, the only constant is Circe herself. Everything else around her changes, grows, collapses, blooms, dies. And at first, in the beginning, I thought, oh, immortality, that's pretty cool. She could, learn the harmonica or something. But you quickly realize that the immortality is actually a curse. Because what good is having an immortal life when you're just surrounded by hateful people? And I know a lot of people reading this book, struggled with a lot of the hateful characters. And there are a lot, not gonna lie, there are a lot of hateful characters, but that didn't really matter for me. I didn't mind them because they were not what I was focused on. I was focused on just the incredible language, the incredible sentences that were just placed every so often just to pull you along. And every so often, Miller would drip feed you an amazing feminist line or a piece of feminist camaraderie, which every time was just like, although don't look for that in the beginning, that you need to stick with it to like the middle before you get any of that stuff. And on that note, I saw a really interesting quotation from Miller online where she said that Circe is the embodiment of male anxiety about female power. Of course, she has to be vanquished. But this is Circe's story, and she will not be easily vanquished. The events in the book unfold very slowly. We're banished too to Aiya. 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 So we have to wait with Circe while external events happen to her or people come to visit her. We have to wait for these events to unfold slowly, piece by piece, and then everything comes together in just an amazing plot. But if you need something that is fast-paced, this book is not for you. It's very slow. But if you can show up for an intricate story told about a woman in, at times, achingly beautiful language, then this book is for you. Thank you for watching. I hope you will join me in my next video where I discuss how Circe could have only been told in first person and how that helps us understand the gods. Until that time, I will see you in the comments.